Conquer Community, what's up? What's up? We are back here. I was trying to think of something to say with triples in the three, and I couldn't. And I kept going back to Rodman, Pippen, and Jordan. I was like, all right,
At least
this
you
is like
didn't
the
go
three.
three amigos.
All right, which one of us is Rodman?
Oh, that might be me.
Yes, totally agree with that one.
Someone else, but that's probably me.
And I totally see Ryan as being the Pippen, and of course I'm Jordan.
Of course, obviously.
Honestly, though, I actually very much see that without having to argue that.
It's like Pippen was an MVP. Pippen was someone that the players related to more. He's someone that people confided in more than Jordan because he was more relatable. That's Pippen, right? Jordan was just I'm going to work harder than everyone else, and I demand you guys to work just as hard as me, and I'm doing everything I ask you guys to do, and I'm going to fucking yell and scream. Yeah. And Rodman was Rodman.
He's in every other aspect of life.
He's got nice abs. Let's put it that way.
Great fucking abs. Let's not forget about that. And let's not forget he dated Carmen Electra.
And a lot of other things and people. He was a wild one.
So there's a story about Rodman, how he needed a break, and they just got done winning a playoff series. And he so Phil Jackson assigned like this new assistant coach, like this young dude, this young trainer, to stay with him. And he's like, listen, all you got to do is take Rodman from Utah or whatever, like get him back to fucking Chicago. That's it. Or it was they were going like to Cali. So they board a plane, and the pilot's like, okay guys, we'll be stopping off in Dallas in an hour and a half. And the trainer's like, are you fucking kidding me? Wait, Dennis, where you going? And Rob was like, don't worry about it, bro. I gotta see my mom. So the trainer's telling the story, and they pull up in Dallas, and this white limo pulls up loaded with half-naked chicks. And he's like, what the fuck? I thought I'd go to see your mom. Like, needless to say, Rodman takes his fucking trainer all over the place. And this dude's freaking out because I'm gonna lose my job. They're gonna fire me. I just gotta get you to Chicago. Please, Dennis. And he ends up calling Phil Jackson. He's like, dude, I can't. We're still in Dallas. It's 3 days later. I don't know what the fuck to do, right? And he's like, don't worry about it. You'll be fine. So needless to say, Dennis took him on this wild ride through parties and Vegas and limo rides. And they finally got back down to the stadium, and the trainer's like, Dennis is actually now one of my best friends. He's just one of the most thoughtful, do anything for a friend, but he's gonna drag you into every party he can at the same point.
Did you guys just have a moment? Did that just happen?
What, did Dom and I have a moment?
I think you guys did, on another level. I saw the explanation kind of come into a culmination, and beautiful, guys. Beautiful.
Dom, how did you feel when I was telling that story?
I was like, wow, that sounds like 2007.
All right, guys, let's rock and roll. So we're here. We're going to review the CCT number 10. We had 5 rounds. The compete version was 5 rounds. We had 9 thrusters at 135. We had 15 box jump overs clearing the box. We had 21 toes to bar. And then the sport version, or the GPP version, was 6 rounds, 10 dumbbell shoulder overheads, 10 dumbbell thrusters, 10 box jumps. We didn't have to clear it, 10 toes to the bar. So let's start with Dom. What was your feedback and take on this workout?
It was exactly how we said it was going to be, in our brief of it. But I watched live a few people doing it, but one did the sport and one did the GPP. The one with the GPP, a lot the 35 pounds. He's a younger athlete, but he kind of kept everything around that 90-second per round for the 6 rounds. A little bit faster, a little bit slower here and there. But with that said, the biggest factor of that workout was just a quick leg, a leg pump, essentially. Nothing too hard with that. I think he got 8 minutes, something like that, in there. Or sorry, a little bit faster than that. But then the sport version one, the fatigue factor happening on the toes to bar was just excruciating for some people. I saw a few in like the sub 13-minute range. That was primarily for the most part with that. But the feedback I got from that was just the grip on that just kind of held them up a little bit. The box wasn't that bad. The thrusters weren't that bad, which was good to hear. But other than that, it's like the toes to bar, which, like we said, was the kind of the name of the game for this workout.
Yeah, totally. Ryan, what's your feedback?
Yeah, it was really interesting watching everybody do it. It was pretty cool to see the heavy hitters on the call kind of self-organize, and everybody kind of went with the same strategy. Where as soon as they got to the toes to bar, they broke them up into 2, 3, or 4 sets, kind of depending on how much of a strength it was. And for the most part, people really tried to hammer the thruster and tried to go unbroken. And then really with the box jump over, everybody looked pretty composed over that. I know we had a few people that were a little bit uncomfortable with it. They hadn't done a ton of it. And really everybody just kind of took that smooth and then attacked the toes to bar in a really smart, structured way. And I think that's where we saw the best scores. Nobody really got out of control. Nobody tried to go for broke on the first set of toes to bar and then, hang on for dear life. It was impressive to watch.
Yeah, I agree. I think this workout was cool because 9 thrusters at 135. Like we know 135, 95 is tough, but being able to have that number of just 9 for these guys and girls that are going in the higher levels, like that's gonna be unbroken, and that's gonna be a relatively good cycling rate. And I think depending on your strengths and size of you as an athlete, this might be a 10-minute workout. If thrusters is your jam and you can jump over that box and you have really good hip and grip endurance for those toes to bar, I'd be interested to see what the limits of this workout could be for a couple of these athletes, I think that would be really fun and interesting to watch. But I was super impressed with how people cycled it and kind of kept it going. This is definitely one where you can use those box jumps overs to really hone in on your breathing and recovery. And then, so I enjoyed it. I mean, I didn't enjoy doing it, but I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I did get feedback from one guy saying that the box jump overs actually fatigued him way more. Like the thruster into the box jump over fatigued him way more. Breathing wise, he's a bigger athlete. The weight's not a big deal. He's actually really solid at toes to bar. But because of those two, like if it was a box jump over and touch the top, he said he definitely would have moved faster. And I think that's kind of normal anyways. And he would have been able to control his breathing a little bit more. But in turn, I think he still would have went faster and hit a wall maybe in the later rounds. But he said that round 3 is where it got really gross. Because he could not keep up his breath after that.
You know what's cool to that point, Dom, is I think there's a fear component with the jump overs. Like if you've never done them before, or like if you're the person that chronically trips up on a box jump and ends up with bloody shins, the idea of catching a foot and like really actually going over the box may kind of play into this workout a little bit.
Definitely.
Yeah, totally. It's an interesting point, right? Like bigger athletes, people gotta think if you're a bigger athlete, that's obviously more mass you're moving like up and over that box, and they can fatigue you a lot more. So it'd be interesting to see like 2 opposing athletes going head to head in this of 2 different sizes to see like, okay, one might move that barbell faster, but the other one might catch them on the box jump over in the toe to bar, right? So kind of seeing like limb length, and if you're someone with like bigger, thicker legs, that thicker limb length could cause more fatigue or grip fatigue on those toes bar too, right? So someone of even equal weight and equal size, but if you have heavier legs and bigger legs than a person, you could be fatiguing quicker or spiking the heart rate faster because that box jump over is going to cause more of a usage of energy due to that, in or toe to bar swinging that predominant weight at the bottom. So you can really link into anatomical differences and fatigue factors as well through something like this and go through different, rates of fatigue, oxygen absorption, whatever technical term you want to throw out there, but it's just fatigue based off ability and build.
For sure.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, guys. So enjoy the workout. Crush it. Let us know how you do. Don't get caught too long staring into Dom's eyes. And have a great day, everybody.
Later, guys.
Later.